Thoughts on Australia voting 60-40, every state bar the bureaucratic bubble of Canberra? No, hell no, no thank you.
I remember the morning after the Brexit referendum 7 years ago, and I stood on a green outside the Houses of Parliament and I said, this is a victory for the little people, for ordinary people, for decent people, against an out-of-touch political and media class and bullying big corporate businesses. I think my response to the referendum result in Australia is exactly the same, and the fact that Canberra voted yes makes the whole thing sweeter and better, but it just shows you they are completely out of touch. Well done, Australia. Brilliant.
Do you have any warning to those that were part of the no machine about how the wider machine comes after you, after you've had the embarrassing victory?
Yeah, I mean, look, they did it to us with the Russia hoax. They did exactly the same thing to my friend President Donald Trump. They never, ever accepted the result. But I've just got a slight feeling that perhaps this is different in Australia. I think the scale of the defeat, the fact that all of the states outside that little Canberra bubble voted in the way that they did, I think it's going to be very difficult for Albanese to really recover from this and to really go on the attack. And I think, you know, the classic thing they would do is to say, look, you know, Australians were hoodwinked by racists and bigots. I just don't think it flies. And I also think it sort of kills stone dead the idea of a referendum, a constitutional referendum on the monarchy as well. So, no, I think you've won your victory. I think they will struggle to come back from this one.
The best part of, 10 years ago, the New Zealand went down the long and wokey road. Thankfully, they found a way off it on the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jacinda Ardern was the most right-on leader in the whole of the Western world, and happily, her reign is completely over. New Zealand's experiment with quite radical socialism has firmly come to a close with a solid conservative victory, smaller parties like Winston Peters doing well. Also, common sense has returned to New Zealand. All in all, it's been a pretty good weekend down under, hasn't it?
My oath it has been.